Thanks, guys. Give you a little introduction to TalentBrew. Well, give you an introduction to myself at first. I'm Patrick Welch. I'm with TalentBrew. You guys may also know our agency here, AI Worldwide. That's a picture from about a week ago on the top of Mount Toubkal in the Atlas Mountains. Right before I trekked that, I was told I was going to be presenting. So I do apologize if there's a few little mess ups in here because the deck was kind of thrown together at the very last minute. And I had food poisoning as I was doing that. So again, my apologies. Anyways, so TalentBrew really, we talk about the technology, but it's about the creative that's behind the technology as well. Usually when we present, they tell us that we're supposed to talk about the creative and stuff as well. We have 9 minutes and 20 seconds, so I'm not going to really talk about the responsive UX, UI design stuff. I'm not going to talk to you about the fact that every site's different and custom to your EVP and your employer brand. I'm not going to talk to you about the Webby Awards that we've won for our sites. I'm not going to talk to you about the recruitment awards we've won for M&S and these different people. I'm not going to talk about the great shout outs that M&S and other clients give us about our recruitment software. I'm not going to talk about the personas or user journeys or in-person testing or heat mapping. What I'm going to talk to you about is really our TalentBrew technology. It's really our job portal site. It's just this personalized technology. It doesn't matter if you have 9 ATSs, you have a single ATS. It doesn't matter if you do email jobs. We take all of those and we provide this really nice user experience career site for all of those roles. But we have other stuff too. We have job distribution tools, CRM, email marketing, analytics suite. But let's look at the personalized career site. So many of you may have seen me actually present before. Usually when I present, I always talk about data. I've always been around the metrics part. But today is really focusing on TalentBrew. But I want to talk about everything that way happens with a TalentBrew site. So the way that our TalentBrew platform is set up is all based on the data. So we look at what are the sources that people come from, what are the searches that they perform, how long are they on the site, but we also look at do they actually go to your jobs, do they click apply, do they bounce, do they leave? So we utilize this information, and I mean 2017 we had about 400 million visitors across all of our sites, and we had about 120 million apply clicks across all of our sites. I mean, that's a lot of data that we have going through. Oh man, we have an error. Give me one moment here. Whoa, driver. Okay, let's keep this going. Oh, and that's not working anymore. And sorry guys, little tech. There we go. Okay, so what did we learn about a lot of this data? So this is looking at 300 of our TalentBrew clients. This is Q1 this past year. I mean, we look at the apply click rate, we look at average job description length, mobile visitors, female visitors, repeat sessions with search, organic traffic. So not only can we show benchmarks across every single site that we have from a global basis, but let's say you're looking at hospitality clients, or you're looking at banking, or you want to know just European. So we have all that benchmark data, but what do we actually do with that benchmark data? That's the question. So when we look at every single one of our TalentBrews, we see that 1/3 of all of our traffic that comes to them comes from an organic source. Obviously, we know Google for Jobs and all that stuff, and I'll talk to you about that in a moment. So TalentBrew, the first thing is it takes every single job out of every one of your ATSs or a single ATS, whatever it may be, and it automatically creates the schema and it sets it up specifically for Google for Jobs to make it easy also for any search engine to quickly find it. And we talk about how does that work. So it takes every single job out and it creates a page for every single job and location, for every single location. We know a lot of people search. They search either a single keyword or they search for long-form keywords. So it creates a page for you for every single one of those. Not only is it optimized for that, but let's take a look at Google for Jobs. This is a long-tail keyword. All of a sudden, you see one of our clients, Capital One. Via Capital One, that is their TalentBrew site. All of a sudden, when we get there, it has Capital One on the left. That is the TalentBrew. On the right are media sites. And then it takes you directly to their corporate career site, which is powered, again, by our software as a service, TalentBrew. And you have the job description right here. Also has some related jobs in the bottom that are similar to this job and some information about their offices, job alerts, the standard. Okay, let's look at the next one, conversion rate and repeat visitors. So we know about 26% of our visitors are repeat visitors. One thing that we've found is that we can get about a 40% increase in conversion rate of applicants if we can get them back to your site. So everybody knows retargeting, everybody knows programmatic, you have Facebook retargeting, you have different programmatic out there. So actually built into TalentBrew, this isn't a third-party platform, built into TalentBrew, we actually have our own retargeting and programmatic platform. So we can look at every single one of your categories. We can look at every single one of your jobs. We can see, are people landing on engineering? Are people applying? Are they not applying? If we know that engineering is a very hard to fill area, we can automatically retarget them, obviously by geolocation, all the way down to specific job titles, and then take these different ads. And obviously, you guys have had it. You buy shoes, you don't buy the shoes, you run away, then those ads follow you. It's the same thing. Not only that, but we can actually look at the people that are applying. So maybe you have a lot of people that are applying for a certain area. No, actually, maybe you're not having enough people applying in a certain area. We can actually match the same way as programmatic marketing works. Again, this is built into TalentBrew. This is not a third-party platform. This is part of your software as a service career site. Now, average job description length. So across our 300 TalentBrews, we're looking at close to 400 words for an average job description. We have some that are like 800 words, all right? So this is pretty good, so 400. How long does it take to read 400 words? Literally, how long does it take? Anybody? 400, that long? You're talking 2.5, 3 minutes. So 2.5 to 3 minutes. How long does someone actually stay on a career site? Yeah, a lot less. And that's, again, that is not even on your job description. So 3 minutes to read 400 words, and average 2 minutes to stay on a site, which means they're not reading your job descriptions, and they're just applying, especially for high volume roles. So we have what we call our advanced job descriptions. We've already seen some job descriptions today. So we look at Primark. So with retail assistants, they have the opposite problem. Not enough applicants, they have too many applicants. So we've created this job description that tells right away what you need to do. You need to smile, you're gonna be on your feet all day. Again, this is a templated job description, and a success profile. Passion for customers, strong work ethic, eye for fashion. Some benefits as well. What are those? So the main thing about this is we know that applicants aren't going to read the entire job description, so let's give them the information right away to help them self-select in or self-select out. Again, this is templated specifically for this role. We can template this type of job description for categories, for category and location. It could be for one specific job. So I'm just going to show you another example built a little bit differently. So if we look at British Airways, so cabin crew, one of the things with cabin crew was often applicants felt like they weren't getting any information after the application process. So when we get down to the bottom, we talk about salary, bonus, and benefits, but then we're going to go down just underneath it, the applicant journey. We actually tell applicants, okay, what is that journey all about? Again, this is templated for every cabin crew role for this specific client. And it doesn't matter if this comes from 3 different ATSs, we're able to template this specifically for that. I'm gonna use 3 as well, but let's keep going. Mobile visitors, so 36, almost 40% of all visitors come from a mobile device. Obviously, our sites are responsive design. No, we don't have an app, it's responsive. You can go on whatever career site, go on Disney's career site, well, that's our service and it's gonna be responsive. But one thing, again, this is the front end, we're not an ATS, we take the jobs out. But we realize that you still need your ATS. And a lot of ATSs, we used to stop at the apply click. But now, we've actually launched what we call our TalentBrew Apply. So we put an overlay across your ATS, which means, that nice user experience that you have from the very beginning, we can pull that all the way through. It doesn't matter, we've already integrated with BrassRing, Taleo, SuccessFactors, Workday, and a few other ATSs. It doesn't matter what ATS you have, we can do this. We make it mobile friendly, plus we take the same look and feel all the way across to that thank you page. Not only that, so this is a BrassRing example. Not only that, but a lot of ATSs, they do not allow you to upload from multiple different types of sources when it comes to your CV. We can allow you to upload from Dropbox, Google Drive, and multiple other sources for a CV, even if your ATS does not allow that. We'll actually take it and we'll parse the information, which means we'll start to put the information through as the applicant applies. So when they're applying via mobile device, we make it a lot easier for them, even if your ATS doesn't. We don't hold any of that data. We literally just push it through. We don't change questions. We can add stuff to it, but we can't take it away. When I say we can add stuff, so this is the mobile version of BrassRing. So on the top, you'll see that it says 14%, 28%. So we're telling them how far they are through the application process. That didn't exist until we put it in there. So we actually customized this specifically for them. And then obviously we provide analytics as well, so you know exactly where the drop-off points are. But again, it's a lot of data. We have lots of other sources. We have CRM, we have analytics. Not going to go too much in analytics. Yeah, that gives you a little bit. There's a lot more.